What if I told you that every single day this week has a specific energy code? And if you know how to use it, this could be the most productive week of your entire year. Stay with me, because March 22nd through the 28th, this week is not an accident. Hey, welcome back to Cosmic Code. I'm your host, Judith, and if you are new here, first of all, hi. I'm so glad you found this. This is the show where we break down the hidden numerical patterns in your week, so you can stop guessing and start moving with intention. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, so you never miss a forecast. Okay, let's get into it. So before we even touch the daily breakdown, I need to give you the context because without context, the daily numbers are just numbers. And I don't do just numbers. I do meaning. So here's where we are. 2026 is a universal year one. The number of the pioneer. The leader. The person who goes first. This is a year that is asking every single one of us. What are you starting? What chapter are you opening? What version of yourself are you finally committing to? And this week, March 22nd through the 28th, is like a miniature version of that entire year compressed into 7 days. We literally move through a full numerical cycle. We start with structure, we move through reflection and power, and we end with a brand new beginning. It's almost poetic. Think of this week as a rehearsal for everything 2026 is asking you to build. The seeds you plant this week, they are not just for March. Numerologically, we're talking about a ripple effect that can carry you through the next 9 years. No pressure. Laugh softly. Okay, a little pressure, but the good kind. Let's break it down day by day. Sunday, March 22nd, and we are opening with a 4. The architect, the builder, the one who does not cut corners. For energy is not a sleep in and scroll kind of energy. This is the energy that says, get your house in order literally and figuratively. We're talking finances, systems, organization. If there is something in your life that has been wobbly, a budget that doesn't quite add up, a project plan that's been sitting in your drafts folder, a drawer that you've been slamming shut and pretending doesn't exist, Sunday is your day. The 4 is the foundation number, and you cannot build a skyscraper on a cracked foundation, so use this day to level things out. Here's your practical move for Sunday. Set up one system today that will save you time by Wednesday. Could be a meal prep routine, a filing system for your business, a weekly budget tracker. Pick one thing and build it properly. And then Monday hits, and the energy does a complete 180. We go from the structured, grounded 4 straight into a 5. The explorer. The wild card. The one who throws the itinerary out the window. 5 energy is about change, freedom, and versatility. If Sunday was about building the walls, Monday is about opening all the windows. Expect the unexpected on Monday. Seriously, your commute might be different. A conversation might take a surprising turn. An opportunity might pop up that wasn't on your radar at all. And here's the thing about 5 energy, it rewards people who stay loose. If you go into Monday rigid and controlling, it will frustrate you. If you go in curious and open, it will delight you. Your move for Monday. Break your routine in at least one small way. Take a different route. Say yes to a last-minute lunch. Try the coffee shop you keep walking past. Let Monday be a little unpredictable. That's the whole point. Tuesday brings us a 6. The caretaker. The nurturer. And I love a 6th day because it literally asks you to look up from your own to-do list and look at the people around you. 6 energy is about harmony, service, and connection. It's the number of the home, the family, the team. This is the day where your relationships matter more than your output. And honestly, that's not a step backward, that's strategy. Because the strongest networks are built on genuine care, not just transactions. Tuesday is a beautiful day for collaboration, for checking in on a colleague who's been quiet, and for being the person who holds the room together instead of the one trying to dominate it. Here's your 6 energy move. Organize a team lunch, a coffee catch-up, or a family dinner. And when you're there, actually be there. Put the phone face down. The theme for Tuesday is We Over Me. We hit the midweek mark and the energy goes quiet. Wednesday is a 7, the sage, the analyst, the one who needs space to think. 7 is the most introspective number in the entire cycle. It doesn't want noise. It doesn't want small talk. It wants depth. Wednesday is the day to pull back from the chaos, to sit with your thoughts, to research the thing you've been meaning to understand properly. And I want to say something about this day specifically. Wednesday the 25th in this particular week is a strategic day. The system you built on Sunday, Wednesday is when you evaluate it. The insight you need for Thursday's big moves, Wednesday is where you find it. Don't skip the quiet. Your sage move for Wednesday, carve out 20 minutes minimum for silence. Meditation, journaling, deep research, a solo walk. No podcast including this one. Just you and your thoughts. And trust your gut today over the spreadsheet. 7 energy is highly intuitive. Thursday, March 26. And we have arrived at the power peak of the week. This is an 8. The executive. The one who walks into the room and owns it. 8 energy is about authority, ambition, material success, and manifestation. This is the number of the CEO, the negotiator, the person who knows their worth and asks for it out loud. If you have been putting off a big conversation, a salary negotiation, a pitch to a client, a proposal for a partnership, Thursday is your day. The energy is literally aligned for power moves. You are not being arrogant by stepping up on a Thursday 8. You are being aligned. And here's what I love about 8 energy. It's not just about taking, it's about reciprocal power. The number 8 is literally an infinity symbol standing upright. What you put out, you get back. So show up with integrity and confidence. Book your most important meeting for Thursday. Make the call you've been nervous about. Submit the proposal. Ask for the raise. Thursday is your executive moment, use it. And then we exhale. Friday is a 9. The humanitarian. The closer. The one who understands that every ending is a gift. 9 is the number of completion, of release, of wrapping things up with grace. And here's the truth that 9 energy teaches us. You cannot start something new if you are still white-knuckling the thing that's already over. Friday is asking you to let go. Of the grudge, of the project that's been dragging, of the version of yourself that no longer fits. This is also a deeply compassionate energy. It's a good day for forgiveness, of others, but especially of yourself. What have you been carrying that you no longer need to carry? Your 9 energy move for Friday. Finish the lingering task. Send the email you've been avoiding. Clear your physical workspace. And if there's a relationship or situation you've been holding on to past its expiry date, Friday is the day to release it with love and move on. And we close the week with a 1, the pioneer. And I genuinely get chills every time I see this because we started the year with a 1, and we are ending this week with a 1. It's like the universe is giving you a second chance at your January energy, but now you have 6 weeks of 2026 under your belt. You know more. You've built more. You're ready. 1 energy is bold. It's independent. It's the energy of someone who stops waiting for permission and just goes. Saturday is not a day to sit on the couch and think about starting. It is a day to actually start. Whatever you've been building toward this week, the system from Sunday, the insight from Wednesday, the power move from Thursday, The cleared deck from Friday. Saturday is when you launch. Your pioneer move for Saturday, do the thing. Start the fitness challenge. Launch the website. Post the first video. Make the first call. Take the lead. You are a 1 on a 1 day in a 1 year. That is a triple alignment. Don't waste it. Okay, I want to take a moment here because I think this is one of the most fascinating parts of numerology that people sleep on. The numbers don't just show up in your personal life. They show up in history. And this week has a track record. Let's look at March 22nd. In 1621, the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag Nation signed one of the earliest peace treaties on this continent. In 1972, the Equal Rights Amendment was passed by Congress. Two events separated by 351 years, both about partnership and rights. That's not a coincidence. That's the four energy of March 22nd doing what it does, building structures that last. March 23rd through the 25th, look at what's been built on these dates. The colony of Maryland was chartered in 1634. A new foundation for a new community. The first passenger elevator was installed in 1857, literally changing the architecture of cities forever. These are infrastructure dates. New foundations. New frameworks. Things that hold weight. And then March 26th through the 28th, we have the Egypt-Israel Peace Treaty, signed in 1979. One of the most significant diplomatic agreements of the 20th century. And if we go way back 1566, the foundation stone of Valletta, Malta was laid. A city built to last. These are dates of diplomacy and resilience. Here's the takeaway, and I want you to really sit with this. History shows us that this specific week has always been when people lay the stones for things that last centuries. Not years. Centuries. So the question I want to leave you with going into your week is, what are you building that is worthy of lasting? Alright, let's bring it all together. Because I know some of you are practical people and you want the map. Here it is. Think of this week in 3 acts. Act 1. Sunday through Tuesday. Build and adapt. Sunday you build the foundation. Monday you stay flexible when the energy shifts. Tuesday, you invest in your people. This is your base building phase. Don't skip it just because it feels slow. Slow is solid. Act 2. Wednesday and Thursday. Reflect and empower. Wednesday, you go quiet and get strategic. Thursday, you go loud and get powerful. These 2 days are the engine of your week. The insight from Wednesday fuels the action of Thursday. Don't reverse those. Don't try to power move on Wednesday or introspect on Thursday. Trust the sequence. Act 3. Friday and Saturday. Complete and pioneer. Friday you close the loops. You forgive, you finish, you clear the space. And then Saturday you sprint. You launch. You begin. This is the payoff of the whole week. We are living in a universal year 1. The seeds you plant this week are not just for March. They are for the next 9 years. Build them on solid ground. Build them with intention. And build them like someone who actually knows that they are exactly where they are supposed to be. That is your Cosmic Code forecast for March 22nd through the 28th, 2026. I really hope this gives you a framework for your week that feels useful. Not just interesting but actually actionable. If this resonated with you, and I really hope it did, here is what I want you to do right now. Number 1. Hit that subscribe button right here on YouTube. I drop a new weekly forecast every single week, and I don't want you to miss a single one. We are in a universal year 1, every week matters. Number 2. Drop a comment below and tell me, which day this week are you most excited about, and why? Is it Thursday's executive energy? Saturday's pioneer launch? Tell me. I read every single comment. Number 3. Share this episode with one person in your life who needs to hear it. You know who that person is. Send it to them right now. I'll see you next week. Keep building, keep moving, and remember you are not behind. You are exactly on time. I'm Judith. This is Cosmic Code, and I'll see you in the next one.